up, you guys? Thanks so much for dropping by the channel. My name's Leah, and you're tapped into Continue or Nah Review Edition. So if you want to know if you should continue watching this series or if you should throw it in the trash and gnaw it, I'm definitely telling you to continue. I actually enjoyed watching season 2 of Tiger and Bunny, and I noted this as the review edition because I actually got the opportunity to binge watch the entire season over Easter holiday, and I just want to talk to y'all about it. So let's get into it. So the series is set in 1978 in a reimagined version of New York City, but to me it's like Gotham City light version, like the diet version of Gotham City. It's nothing but other people with superpowers running around terrorizing people that don't have superpowers, and the city looks like Gotham. But 45 years ago, people with powers turned up and they coined the term NEX, which means noted entities with extraordinary talents. So these people started to appear, and some of these people decided to become superheroes. So each city in their world have superheroes. The most famous superheroes actually work for other companies, and they're sponsored by them, and you can see their uniforms containing different advertisements, and some actually have real companies like Pepsi, Coca-Cola, like Hasbro and things like that. They actually are filmed doing their heroic deeds on a television series called Hero TV, and they gain points, and the person that has the most points at the end of the year is crowned King of Heroes. This series actually focuses on Katsu and Barnaby. So Barnaby and Katsu both have these same Nexus powers. Unfortunately, Katsu, who is like a veteran in the hero world, his powers are fleeting. His Nexus isn't working as long, so the companies decide to pair them together. Katsu and Barnaby have very different ideas and ideologies as it pertains to being a superhero, and they butt heads a lot. But in season 1, they were able to find common ground, mainly as it pertains to finding out the mysterious past and murder of Barnaby's parents. So in season 2, they actually focus more on the pairing or the relationship of creating teams. So in season 2, each superhero is now partnered with another one. So they're no longer accumulating points on their own in the sense of where one person will be crowned King of the Heroes. It's actually a group or a team will be crowned King of the Heroes or Kings of the Heroes, mainly because of how well Barnaby and Katsu did in season 1. The companies actually feel like they can sponsor them better and that these teams work better together. So that is the premise of season 2. One thing I did like about season 2 was Katie. She's not my favorite character. I actually find her annoying, but I think it was a great to add her in there. She has Nexus's powers and she wants to become a hero, and it really gave Katsu like a crisis in the sense of him having to determine whether or not this is a job for his daughter and whether or not she should be a hero. And it was more so of like, can I stop her or should I stop her from being a hero? She could be hurt, or even worse. Like, what do I do? And I thought that was cool to actually see him debate about what to do with his daughter. We're actually introduced to 3 new characters, Thomas, Subaru, and Laura. I think it's Laura, and they're interesting. They add to the series. I thought they would take away, but they actually add. So the first person is Laura. She is actually paired with Dragon Kid. She's the youngest one on the team. She's like either 13 or 14, and her story is actually very interesting as it pertains to her relationship with Dragon Kid. So then we have Thomas, and his name is, he's Thomas, Mind you, you guys, it took me like 4 or 5 episodes to determine that like that was his superhero name. I was confused reading the subtitles. I was like, why are they calling out his real name? What's his superhero name? And then they're like, no, his superhero's name is He Is Thomas. His partner is Mr. Black, aka Subaru. And Subaru's annoying. He's annoying, but he is the typical archetype of like a naive but well-meaning hero who just is very hot-headed at times. We then were introduced to Golden Ryan, and mind you, you guys, I hadn't watched the second movie, so I had to pause season 2 at like episode 1 because I was confused as to where he came from, and I thought I might have missed it, and decided to watch Tiger and Bunny the movie, The Rising. And actually it was really good. The movie's actually on Netflix, so if you have the opportunity, I would definitely check it out before. So the way the sequence goes, it's season 1 is season 1, then the movie Tiger and Bunny the beginning, then it's Tiger and Bunny The Rising, then it's season 2. So in season 2, Katsu is still, mulling over what it means to be a good partner to Barnaby, and also what it means to be a superhero. And we see him mulling that over and debating it as it pertains to his daughter. Then we have Barnaby. Barnaby is starting to question whether or not he should still be a hero, in the sense of if he's not seeking revenge, because that's the reason he became a hero, then why continue being a hero? Then we have Blue Rose. Her journey is basically trying to figure out how to be a good partner to Golden Ryan, who is highly annoying to her. But they actually mesh, and it was fairly interesting to get Golden Ryan's backstory and her backstory as well. Then we have Origami Cyclone, and I actually was really interested in learning more about him, and I was happy that season 2 delved more into that. His partner is actually Rock Bison, and it was very interesting to see how they meshed because they're two total opposites. Origami Cyclone is very quiet. Golden Ryan is boisterous, and I think it gave a realistic interpretation or representation of what it means to actually form a group with two unlikely pairs. Then you have Sky High, who's basically Captain America on steroids. I still think it's so weird that man has 2 dogs named John and Johnny, but his partner is Fire Emblem, and they actually work amazing together, and I love them as a pair. There's so many fan art of them together. But Fire Emblem is actually the reason why I watched the series in the first place in 2014. And it was mainly because of him. I saw so many Black people cosplaying him, and I just wanted to know, like, where is this character from? So when I found him, I was hooked. And then again, we have Dragon the Kid, and her partner is Magical Cat. Their relationship is very interesting, mainly because Magical Cat is so young, and having her mom interject in their relationship, it makes for good drama. So I will be honest, the first couple of episodes are kind of like, they're slow, but they build, and they're basically setting a foundation on the whole concept, or the new concept, of the teams working together. Some people are for it and some people aren't, but it is interesting, especially when we get fight sequence. The fight sequence, I think, helped the show. Now, it does kind of like, it was jarring when I first watched season 1, when they would do 2D animation and then cut straight to CG when they were fighting, but it works. They've done a better job of showing transitions. We get Agnes again. She was interesting. The only thing I didn't like about this is Agnes gained weight, and they mentioned it like 1 or 2 times, and I was like, I hope they're not going to constantly mention this character's weight throughout the series. But they also don't explain why she gained weight. It was just like, ooh, did she gain weight? Like, every character mentioned it, but they never said, like, oh, she gained weight because she's pregnant, or oh, she's depressed, or something like that. They just never gave it to us. And that was really annoying. So like I mentioned, not everybody is here for the heroes pairing together, especially Yuri, aka Lunatic. It is so crazy to me that, like, none of the heroes have figured out that he is Lunatic. who is just a vigilante. It's just weird to me. But like I said, he's not for the hero society, not the hero society, but the heroes pairing up. And he kind of wants to end it. He mulled over the idea the whole entire season and came to a decision at the end. I was so happy to see Sato, because I love the whole bit of him talking so low and nobody hearing him except Katsu. I just love that. So we're introduced to the villains of this season, which is Fugen and Mugen. And I think they were great adversaries for the heroes, because Fugen and Mugen were the perfect team compared to these new teams that are being newly developed and them having to create foundations of trust so they could rely on one another. And I enjoy them. I will say them switching back and forth between CGI Fugen and Mugen was creepy because they look like demonic White Walkers. So I was like, okay, y'all got to calm down. But I do think this season they did a great job with animation and with character development. I think the best part of this season was world building. We actually got to find out that there are other cities with other superheroes, and it made sense why superheroes come to the main city where the Hero TV is at, because it's like coming to their city is like the big leagues. So these guys are famous in their own right. So yeah, y'all, those are my thoughts. I'm sorry if I was all over the place, but let me know your thoughts. Have you seen Tiger and Bunny? If you have, did you enjoy season 2? Or have you only seen season 1? Have you just seen the movies? And do you think we're going to have to wait 10 more years for season 3? But yeah, y'all, that is it. That is all. Remember to be bravely authentic and drop down in the comments below. Deuces.